Police officials in Alabama are facing a lawsuit after one former inmate alleges that police officials used a python, a Burmese python, to scare him while he was in custody. Now, the person in question here is Trawick Redding Jr. of Ozark, Alabama, and he filed a $3 million federal lawsuit against Dale County Sheriff Wally Olson, 2 correctional officers, and other jail staff who he said were aware of the incident. The lawsuit alleges that 2 former officers, Zeneth Glenn and Ryan Mittlebach, held a 6'7" Burmese python just inches from Redding's face to terrorize him while he was incarcerated. What's incredible about this is the lawsuit also alleges, there's an example of a Burmese python, which looks scary.
Hell yeah.
Apparently, this was common knowledge at the jail. Everyone knew that this had happened, and thankfully 2 police officials have been fired since this incident occurred. But the former inmate is now saying, all right, well, firing them isn't enough. This needs to be a federal lawsuit, and it needs to send a message.
So excuse my language, but fuck you.
Yeah.
I do not, I think what the cops did were wrong, but them losing their job is enough.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't want this inmate, this guy who, wasn't he in jail for robbery?
Yes, so it was 3rd-degree robbery, I believe.
I just am like, you're committing crimes. I understand that there were some stupid, idiotic police officers that were in there that played a trick on you. Great, lose your job. I believe they should lose their job. But now to reward you, you're a thief with $3 million for this incident when you weren't harmed. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I think you need more context.
Maybe
in all
so.
situations. I mean, obviously this man was convicted, but that doesn't mean he doesn't get the full extent of the legal system's support. And if you have, I think you are within your rights to bring a lawsuit against people who terrorize you and harass you, especially when they're supposed to be like there's an authority situation, right?
Yeah.
That power structure whenever you see abuse and injustice happening, and even when it's as ridiculous as shoving a Burmese python in somebody's face, I just think you can't just, I don't think it's enough just to say, okay, like they lost their jobs.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. Right now, we have constitutional protections against cruel and unusual punishment.
Agreed.
And in this case, he alleges that he had made it known that he's afraid of snakes, and that was when these officials decided to use the snake to scare him. And so in a case like this, you have to prove damages. And also, you have to prove that this was a violation and it was cruel and unusual punishment. I think that there's no question that there was cruel and unusual punishment. But were there damages? And he says that he suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of this. I mean, think about what you fear the most, and then having someone purposely throw it in your face. I mean,
using that information.
And I'm playing a cynic right now, because this is the thing for me. And of course, you have to give people their fair chance if you've done wrong and now you're trying to live the right life, fine. But in this moment, it just seems convenient to me that when in any type of booking situation would you tell a police officer that your biggest fear was snakes? Like, I just think these were 2 immature cops who got caught up, and then what he had was a bright idea of said, oh no, this was my biggest fear. I told you all. When are you going to ever tell a police officer in a moment?
You're creating a whole narrative
so let me tell you how he says that it all kind of went down, okay? So in the suit, Redding describes how on August 11, 2013, the officers brought the snake into the jail kitchen where he worked. Redding had specifically mentioned that he was afraid of snakes. Later that day, he awoke from a nap to find one of the officers holding the giant python just inches from his face. Now, keep in mind that this is according to the lawsuit. Could he be lying? Sure, he could be lying, but I don't even know why there was a Burmese python.
Well, that's the next thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's ridiculous. That's why I was happy when I read that the officers got fired, because that should have been the first thing. But I just think about $3 million going to this individual. $3 million. We are law-abiding citizens who do everything right. We pay our taxes, we support charities, and we're not getting $3 million, and we're going to give this man $3 million.
If you hold a snake up in my face in a situation like that, especially when, I mean, this man is he's serving his time, and then to be harassed in that way is, I mean, it's blatantly wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
I kind of think you could get creative, if it's not $3 million, maybe these cops should just star in the next series of Eaten Alive, that guy that was going to get,
that works.
Just
Oh
feed
my
them to a
gosh.
snake.
Right.
They're not, let's just see if they get further than the other dude who tried.
By the way, we're talking about a venomous snake that could easily
It's actually
kill
not
you.
venomous.
I heard, really, the
So
article
in the
said it
article,
was.
I know, because I looked this up because I'm kind of into herpetology.
Yeah.
Right.
But they constrict and just sort of squeeze their prey to death, but they don't even
I
need
figured
venom.
they wouldn't
That's
be
how
venomous.
boss these
Yeah, I figured they wouldn't be
snakes are.
venomous if they're carrying around the kitchen and doing all these other things.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
have
why,
giant fangs. I mean, they can do damage.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just, but they're just not venomous. So.
Okay, that's good to know. I was like, venom, because I knew that they constrict you like that, and that's how they kill their prey. I was like, oh my God, they got the venom too? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, all right, but they
You're
don't.
just
They
$1
don't.
million. Anyway, sorry.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
just my thing.
I
Don't
hear
get
what
too
you're
caught
saying.
up. Don't get too caught up
Yeah.
on the amount, though, because the
right.
amount doesn't mean anything.
Of course,
the-
I know they're not going to get that.
Right.
But in the end,
There's
but-
exposure with this case. I mean, and if they're trying to make an example out of these cops, I mean, if it's one of those things when sometimes when there's a disciplinary action and it just silently goes off, you just never know it happened. I understand that idea of wanting to be heard in the court of law to say
course.
I
this
understand that
happened.
as well.
to
I
let
do
people
understand
know that this is what's really going on behind closed doors.
I do